Hey friends, this is Riley. Welcome back to Sunday Review, episode 37. We're going to jump backward in time and go watch a song from the 9:30 service this past Sunday, December 7th. We're going to constructively critique our camera and director team for this morning. We're just going to elevate our production more so we can give people the best experience. Let's jump into it. Alright, starting off with a wide shot on camera 2. So this moment of the song, this moment pre-song, just has a scripture reading happening. They're putting the scripture up on the LED wall behind the worship leaders. So camera 2 is capturing that. It's important this is happening here because if we were on camera 1 here with a tight shot of the lead singer, the online service would not be able to see what's happening on the LED wall behind them. People in room could see it because they're actually there to see it. However, people online, all they have access to, all they can see is whatever we give them. So great job capturing this on camera 2 here. Camera 2, what I would have done differently here is started all the way zoomed out and slowly zoomed in towards it. That way there's movement to the shot. That was a very static, non-moving shot the entire time. But now we're into the song, so we're getting instruments. Good job covering everything. Again, camera 2, I would add some movement there. Director, I probably would have gone to camera 7. He was also covering that guitar player there. It's playing the lead line, that lead lick, right? So just kind of be watching for that. If you see that camera 2 is not moving, I wouldn't even take the shot, especially if there's one that's going to be available that captures the same person from a similar angle. I can tell that it's not direct on as camera 2 would be. However, same person, same shot, moving instead of not moving. Kind of same thing here. One, make sure you're adding movement there. It feels like camera 1 might have gotten caught off guard here, like they weren't ready for their shot to be taken. I can see that they're doing a little bit of like tilt movement here just to give something. However, I probably wouldn't have taken that if able to. Director, I'd also tell camera 2, 6, and 7, 2 and 7 really, because 6 is live, to get something else. That guitar player has a really cool orange guitar. However, we don't want to make him the focus of what's happening here. Wide shot on camera 3. For those who don't know, we recently put camera 3 onto a dolly and took it off of its original tripod. So now we're on a track system that we installed last week, and now the camera is able to not only capture their original shots, but it's also able to move along its x-axis, creating a whole different feel for this camera, which is new for our church. Good stuff there from 6 to 1. Just watch that headroom 1. That feels like an odd place to dissolve into, but not the worst thing that could have happened. I love going from camera 2 to camera 6 though. Camera 2 has a very straight on shot of the stage, and camera 6 also is along the stage. However, they're from a totally different angle, so it helps diffuse what could have been going from the same angle of a shot to the same angle shot. I love this camera 2. Probably would have just done that movement a little bit quicker. Alright, so I'm looking at camera 2, I'm looking at camera 7, and camera 6. So originally 7 had a shot of the gal in the light colored shirt. Even though she's not holding her microphone up to her mouth, she's still singing along to the song. And it was a little bit tighter of a shot too, right? So I'm looking at all these different cameras. We were on camera 1 for a really long time there, and we could have been going to other shots. Alright, so now we're in the later half of the bridge. All the instruments are back in. picking up the pace here. Like there, we lived it on camera 6 for a long time. I'm reading the multi-view here, and I'm seeing just lots of takeable shots. Pay attention to 2 here. Camera 6 is also there. I'm watching the people on the stage here, specifically that guitar player there in the back line. That is just obviously in the music, in the feel right there. Knowing his story, this song has a lot of meaning to him and his wife, who's in the red and white sweater. So seeing them feeling this worship, like we're just now getting to him, right? We can tell that he's feeling it. We can tell that he's worshiping in his way. I strongly believe that people on stage, whenever they are able to worship while playing their instrument in this way or singing or whatever they're doing, it can help people in the audience feel more comfortable worshiping in their own way as well, right? That's why they're called worship leaders. They're leading people in this way so that others can follow and do what is comfortable for them. And so as a camera team, when we can capture this and put it on the side screens or online for people, we're trying to amplify this. We're trying to help people feel more comfortable. So director, be sure to try and give as much variety as you can here. Don't live on one shot for too long and then miss something else that's happening elsewhere on the stage. Try to do your best to read the multi-view, see what all is happening. Think about what's happening in the song as well. Like listening to it ahead of time can help with this. But just try to be as aware of everything happening as possible. I know that there's a lot happening all at once, and there are 7 cameras that are giving you different things all at once, and it can be hard to choose and feel out what's best, right? And again, just do your best for this. But that's why we do these videos, right? So we can go back and listen to them and watch them and talk about it. So overall, guys, great job. This is a great capture. This was a great song that the worship team did on Sunday. This is a very powerful song. You've already won. Our church loves this. So great job capturing it. The only notes I have, camera team, be sure to just be adding movement to your shots as much as you can. Feel it out and make it appropriate for the moment. Even if it's just a slight, subtle zoom in movement on camera 2 towards the stage, that's perfect. It's better than not moving, right? Same with camera 1. Just make sure you're adding movement. And director, if you see that a shot is not moving or they seem like they're not ready, do your best to try and avoid taking that shot until you see that they are ready, and then go to their shot, right? We want to make the capture of all the songs and the messages that we do look as clean as possible. And whenever we have shots like that that can disrupt the flow of the shot progression, we can try and avoid that. We can make that better, right? So great job, everybody. Great job, camera team. Great job, director. If you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Until next time.